Yeah, what's going on YouTube? I wanted to share this video. Hold on. I wanted to make a video of the pros and cons. To me, my pros and my cons for car hauling. The pros to me, what I like about it is, and I wish I would have started my career as a car hauler, because I probably would have been local and I probably would have had me a truck by now. But that's a different story. I wish I would have started my career as a car hauler. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I've been driving a little over 10 years. I got my license with CR England. And I did flatbed for the most of my career, about 8 years of my career. I've been doing car hauling, maybe 2, a little over 2, give or take. But and I wish I would have started my career as a car hauler. It's a company in my area. I could have started out with the union, but I wasn't thinking about car hauling. I was when I came into trucking, I was doing construction, so I correlated the two, construction and flatbed, and it was the same thing to me. So that's why I chose flatbed. And but I've been doing car hauling for a little over 2 years. And my pros and cons, these are my pros and cons. I haven't been doing it long enough to really but these are my pros and cons. The pros to me, I enjoy the fact that I unload and I load the truck. I don't have to deal with shippers and receivers, people bullshitting with my clock. If it takes me 2 to 3 hours to load up, that's my 2 or 3 hours that I took, the time it took for me to load up. Unloading is never that long. Unloading don't take that long. But I love the fact that it's all on me. I don't have to wait on shippers and receivers. Now, I do have it, when you get to the dealership and they take a little while to come out, check the vehicles, and it take them a while to come out sometimes, but not too long, no. The pros, I like car hauling because it's like a 24-hour operation. If you with the right company, you got access to all the rail yards 24 hours. If you can STI, that means subject to inspection. But to give you an idea, STI is where you can drop off the cars after hours. A good 70 to 85% of the loads that I get, I can STI. So it's kind of like a 24-hour operation, if you have those, if you can have access to the rail yards and dropping off after hours. It's kind of like a 24-hour operation. That's another pro to it. So unloading and loading is solely on me. Damn, I just forgot that joint. But that's why I like car hauling. I'm quite sure it's more to it, but I like it though. I like it. I love car hauling. I don't know if I'm still in the honeymoon stages with a little bit over 2 years. Within the 2 years though, I was trying to lease trucks. I was trying to skip the process, man. I was trying to skip the process. Once I actually learned how to put the cars and trucks on the truck and trailer, once I learned it, I wanted to make the money. I was skipping the process. I didn't pay my dues yet. I wanted the money without paying my dues, and I paid for it. I paid for it. Company hopping. Since I started car hauling, I probably worked for about 4 or 5 companies. And that's all because they was owner ops They really had no business being in business. One was going through a divorce. One dude was using the truck to fund his lifestyle out, It was, I just worked for a few motherfuckers that I wasn't supposed to be working for. And then I had an incident where I left the keys in the vehicle and somebody tried to steal the car, and I got fired. That's my first time ever being fired, ever in my life. And I've been working since I was 14. I've been working for a long time, blue collar. Yeah, that's my first time ever being fired. But today, yeah, I don't play with them keys. I get them keys. You know what I'm saying? So, that's some of the pros. I'm quite sure it's more, but the cons to it is you got to work outside. No matter. You got to work outside and all kind, whatever the weather is. You can just dress for that. Whether it's hot, whether it's too hot, whether it's too cold, whether it's raining, snowing, but you do it all safe. So, it's your call at the end of the day. The cons, as far as cab space, it's tight in this joint. Like, you would really need to take your passenger seat out. The company I'm with, yeah, they got the passenger seat out. So I'm a company driver. I get 25% every year. It'll go up a percentage. Every year it'll go up a percentage until and it cap out at 30%. So that's really like the average. But so the space in the truck, you don't have that much space as you would in a conventional or your regular tractor. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that space. You definitely don't have the head space, and you just don't have the space, like the cabinets and all that. So you kind of got to pack light, that's a con. I'm quite sure. So the weather, the space inside the cab, you would definitely have to take this seat out. Yeah, but car hauling ain't for everybody. 70 to 80% of the time, you most likely end up in a Peterbilt, a long nose. I believe it's a 579. I don't know trucks like that. But car carriers, they also come in Western Stars, Volvos, I want to say Kenworths, but Peterbilts for the most part. So if you was to get into car hauling, 70 to 80% of the chances you might end up in a Peterbilt. I'm going to make more videos. I'm trying to get some meta glasses, a GoPro, a drone. I'm not going to get all this at once, but these are the things I want to make content, to shoot content. And I'm going to get on that shit, though. I'm going to do the shorts, and then I'm going to shoot me a video. So I'm parked up in here. I'm in Virginia right now off of 81 at the White's Petro, the White's only Petro. Nah, but that White's Petro, man, that's where I'm at for the night. And I'm going to pick up 7 units tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. Let me see, Tuesday the 6th. So tomorrow, the 7th, I'll be heading up to Baltimore. I'm about 3 hours away. Let me see. I'm about 3.5 hours away. And I'll be going to Ohio. I got 2 stops. I'll show you. I will have a short for that. I'm going to be recording I'm going to make shorts out of all the loads that I do. I want to count how many cars I do for the year. And y'all just, man, follow me, man. Follow me on this journey. This will be my first official, consistent, because I'm not going nowhere. I'm with a good company. I ain't stressing no more. I done lost 10 pounds. A nigga ain't stressing no more. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't going nowhere. I'm with these people. I'm a little biased, We get like an $80 a day per diem. So I try to stay out. What they do is they give you 12 and 3, 12 days out, 3 days. Or you can do 18 and 4, or you can do 24 and 5. I try to do 24 and 5. I try to do 24 and 5. Within them days I get home during the week sometimes. Sometimes I do my 34 at the house because I don't do recaps, man. I wish I can't do recaps because I'm always doing a 34. But I wish I could do recaps because I could get more money in. I could get more money. But I'm gonna bring more content to y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna give me some Meta glasses, a GoPro, and a drone. And I want to give y'all content from a car hauler's perspective. I'll probably upload this video tonight. So yeah, man, y'all fuck with your boy, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man, for real.